Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. Myself, Karthik, this side. I want you to introduce yourself. We'll be starting with the presentation in a couple of minutes. So let me know, guys, whosoever is here. Just shout out a hi on the YouTube chat. Welcome to the IAS webinar. Thanks for attending. And it shows that you guys are serious about your preparation, that you've come here at 12 in the afternoon. Lots of congratulations to you guys, and especially for the people who are on time, who have arrived early. It shows that you guys are more serious than the others. So one more thumbs up and congrats to you guys. So let me know who is there. Sarvesh is here, is saying hello. Hello, Sarvesh. And please, guys, whosoever else is here, let me know if you are here, because we are going to learn a lot today, and I don't want you guys to miss out on any of the knowledge. So please be tuned. Please listen to me carefully. I have some special offers for you. I have some short tricks, tips for you. I'll tell you how to prepare from IAS with college. I'll tell you how to save money in your preparation. I'll tell each and every of those things. Don't worry about that. But just let me know if you guys are here. So Sarvesh is here. Hi Sarvesh, and let me know, guys, if please keep on commenting. Please do not be passive viewers of the live stream. I want you to interact with me. Please be interactive. Please talk. Please ask your questions. I will answer your doubts. I will answer your questions and everything. So please keep asking me questions throughout the live stream. I'll answer each and every one of them. Okay, we will all try to be as honest and as professional as we can. So please ask your questions. Get ready for some great offers coming your way. Some secret tips and tricks also coming your way. So stay tuned for that. Okay. So hello guys. So welcome guys. Whosoever is here, please let me know. Just type a hi. That would be enough. Okay. I'm going to start the presentation now in a minute maximum. Just I'm waiting for the guys to come, and those who are here early, please feel that you are feel proud of yourselves, that you're showed up on time, you're disciplined. It shows how serious you are. Thank you guys for coming up on time. We learned today a lot about IAS preparation, and just be ready, okay? Just be ready about it, and please keep your mind open and listen to me carefully. So I'm starting now. So the topic of presentation today is IAS preparation with college. So how to prepare for this IAS exam with college? That is the challenge we have. That we also have to manage the studies and we also have to prepare for IAS. How do we do that? That is the challenge. Okay. So now I'll introduce myself, about me, who am I, what you are going to learn today. Fine. So this is me. So I cleared the civil services exam, this IAS exam in 2017 with All India rank 529. I also achieved All India rank 5 in IES Engineering Service exam. I also have appeared in 5 interviews in UPSC. UPSC is the board or the commission which conducts all these examinations. Uh, it comprises of very senior IAS, IPS officers, people from intelligence, raw, etc. too. So these are the people who are a member of the UPSC. So these are the people who decide whether you are being selected for these posts or not. So this is a very prestigious exam, therefore. And of course, I'll tell you a bit about my initiative called IAS Inside. So this has been created in order to help the students in college prepare for IAS under my personal guidance, and this whole preparation process should be affordable, and it has been created in a very affordable and student friendly manner. I'll explain that in a little bit for you guys. So these are the main questions which we have, which the students ask me all the time. I'll share with you. I'm pretty sure if you guys also feel the same. So if you guys have any such doubts, please ask me in the chat. Please be interactive. Do not be passive listeners. I want you to ask me questions. I'll answer all your doubts. Please ask me. So these are the main questions which you have, right? Sir, when do I start preparation? How do I start preparation? What do I study? How do I manage my time? Sir, is there any guidance available? And the coaching is very costly. I cannot afford that. and it is very difficult to travel, especially in this corona times, and especially you're also managing college along with all this. So I understand that it is not easy. So these are the main doubts which students come up with. So I'll answer all of these doubts, and I'll remove all your doubts about each of these questions one by one. So listen to me carefully now. This is very, very important. Each of the doubts out of these will be resolved very, very quickly. So meanwhile, guys, I'll have a look at your questions in between. So please be active as I'm reminding you again and again. And yeah, so a lot of people are here. So let me first welcome you guys. Bhavani, hi. Uh, Suvankar, hi. Vijay Mishra, hello. Arshita, hello. Ashok, hello. Chetan, hi. Sahana, hi. And yeah, so now I guess is the let me know if the voice is a bit clear in a while. Yeah. So I'm trying to speak as loud as I can. Mohammed Saad, hello sir, hello you guys. And yeah, Vijay, I'll answer your questions. What magazines do you need? How do you cover that? I'll answer that in a bit. Please be patient. Okay, now I'll answer all of these questions with you, and you can see on my screen. Simple question: when and how do I start? The answer is equally simple. Answer is also very simple. The answer is start now. Start now, start today. Do not delay. If you have decided that no, I have to become an IAS only, I will prepare for IAS only, I'm serious about my preparation, do not wait. It is a highly competitive exam. Lakhs of students are preparing for a very few seats. You need to be aware and you need to be ahead of them. So, the day you have decided, start preparing. Now, of course, your next question would be, sir, that is okay, but how do I start? Okay. So, now I'll answer those questions. So first of all, understand the UPSC syllabus. Now, this is your holy book. I've seen people have given exam even 2 attempts, 3 attempts, 4 attempts. They have no idea about what the UPSC syllabus is. Do not make that mistake. The UPSC has given a clear syllabus for the exam. Read it again and again. Read it so many times that you start learning it. Now, understanding UPSC syllabus is not that easy. I know that. I'll give you an example why. Now, for example, it is not a subject in which you can cover one book and say that, okay, I've completed this subject. This is not possible here. Now, if they tell you that the subject is international relations, now there is no book where you can go and say, I've studied this, right? So there is, for example, nowadays border conflict between India and China. Now this is an example of international relations, but it is nowhere mentioned clearly. So if you are not able to understand the syllabus well, it will not be possible for you to understand what is important and what is not. Please focus on the syllabus well, right? And number two, start reading the newspaper and start doing it today. You can pick either of the two newspapers. There is a newspaper called The Hindu and there is a newspaper called The Indian Express. Both newspapers are completely fine. You can choose any of them. Okay? But whatever you choose, be comfortable with it. Both are fine. Now students come to me and say, sir, I pick up newspaper. If I try reading entire newspaper, it is taking me 3 to 4 hours initially. I understand that will be a problem. So initially what you guys can do is initially just read the front page of the newspaper, okay? And after that go to the editorial section. Now there is an editorial page in the newspaper in which there are a lot of discussions and debates on the latest topics. Please read that page. So at least cover these two things daily. Once you have started studying newspaper like this, slowly you can start covering the entire newspaper. Okay, don't worry about it, but this is how you start. Next, start with the NCRT books. That is important. Now here also I'll give you a simple trick. Many people say that cover NCRTs from class 6 to class 12. I do not agree with that. You do not need to study class 6 to class 12 NCRTs. If you study that, you will take 1-2 years only studying NCRTs. You do not need to do that. You all have cleared class 10th board exams, right? So just pick up class 10th books and first revise them very well. Once you have done that, read class 11th and then class 12. Now, after reading all this, even then you face a problem, then you can maybe go to class 9th or class 8th. But you do not need to start from class 6. Start from 10th, go 11th, do 11th, 12th, then do 12th. That is all you need in NCRTs. Don't try to cover from 6th. You have all passed class 10th, you can read that. Be confident about it. Okay? So yeah, guys, I'm getting some questions. Without institution beyond learning, is it possible to win IAS exam? I have myself cleared studying on my own. So of course you can completely clear. Sarvan Kumar and hello Ravi uh, and Chetan. Is the sound coming better now? I hope so. I guess right. I'm trying to speak a bit clearly and a bit louder. I hope that is fine. And yeah, I'll come to all of the other questions in a while. Okay. Alok, hi. Sushmita, hi. So the next thing is time management. Sir, how do I manage my time? First of all, promise yourself one thing, that I will study daily. Now, studying daily does not mean studying 6 hours, 8 hours daily. It means that I will study daily for whatever time I get. Like today, if you have only 1 hour, study for 1 hour. It does not matter. But study daily. That will slowly build up a discipline. Slowly, you can increase the number of hours. But initially, focus on studying daily. Number of hours is less important than studying daily. Studying daily is more important. And number two, of course, don't sit and count how many hours I've studied. Hours do not matter. What you have studied in those hours matter, right? So make your targets that this day I will cover this subject. Now, one day target will be finished in 1 hour. One day it might take even 6 hours, 8 hours. You should not see the number of hours. If 1 hour is enough, that is good. If 5 hours is needed, that is good. So you should be open to achieving your targets. Don't think about hours and start counting hours. It will not help you at all. Now, this is again a big problem. Sir, I want to do coaching, but if I go to Delhi, it's 1.5, 2 lakhs. It's for coaching only. Then if I stay there, it's 1, 2 lakhs more. It is costing me 3, 4 lakhs. It is very costly. I have a solution for you guys, a much cheaper solution. Don't worry. You'll be surprised how affordable it is. Secondly, you of course there is no guidance nearby in this corona times. I cannot travel. I understand these problems, and then of course I'm offering a solution for you guys. Now I'll tell you a bit about my solution. Okay. So yeah, I'll come to your questions a bit later. Now maybe first let's understand what my solution for you guys is. So this is a program which I have launched. So this is a program which is only for college students, and it is I take only limited admissions. So yeah, so that is what I want to tell you before I explain the course. So I'll just describe it in detail now. So this is a 9 week mentoring program. It is 9 weeks mentoring program, and it will cover the foundation of your IAS preparation. Okay, and you will get 2 live sessions every week. Fine. So 2 live sessions every week and 9 week programs, which means total 18 sessions, 18 classes. And each class will be of 1 hour, and all the classes will be conducted online. So even and also in case you miss a class, all the lectures are recorded and will be provided to you. So you don't need to worry about someday if I am unable to attend or I am busy. Your lectures would be provided to you. Don't worry about that. So this will cover the entire foundation of your IAS preparation. So these are the other course benefits you get. You will get exclusive doubt classes. Like in the class also I'll take doubts, of course, but there are also some separate classes which are there for doubts only. So the entire class will be of doubts. So all your doubts will be cleared. It will not be like a teacher is speaking and 200 students are listening and your doubts are not cleared. No, you will get personal attention. I do not take more than 25 students in a batch. I want my students to learn and ask me questions. So I take only that many number of students. You are free to ask questions during the class. Next, you'll get an access to an exclusive WhatsApp group under my guidance from students who all are involved with me across the country, then you will get one personal session with me, face to face, one on one, in which we will discuss your long term strategy in detail. And of course, you will get a course completion certificate. So if you complete the course, you will get a certificate for that. Okay. Now, what are the other course benefits? Now, today, only for you guys who are attending the webinar, I have an exclusive discount coupon which I do not share outside webinar. It is only for people who are attending the webinar. And I also have a referral offer for you guys. So there are two bonus bumper offers for you guys. So please stay tuned in case anyone is serious about joining. There are benefits for the course as well, right? So please guys, if you're interested in joining the course or knowing more about the course, keep on asking questions in the chat. I'll come to all your questions a bit later. Okay, so this will be the class pattern. So there will be of course 1 hour classes. There will be two parts to the class, lecture part and doubts part. Then I will give you task after every lecture. So after every lecture you will be given certain homework or certain task, and you have to complete that and come next time, and we will again discuss that. Did you face any problems? Did you have any doubts? All those things will be solved. And I will also provide you PDFs and other study material from which you can learn and study. Okay, so these are the various benefits of the course. So guys, if you have any more questions about the course or interested in joining, please let me know. I'm taking your questions. So I'll give you an example of how some classes would look like. So this is class number 2. So how to balance college and UPSC together. This class focuses on that. So how many hours to study, how to maintain discipline, routine, how to tackle stress, how to beat the competition. So I'll make you fill a form called SWOT form. SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. So we will sit and try and understand what your strengths and weaknesses are. For example, I am from engineering background. My mental ability and maths was strong, so that is my strength. Similarly, we will try to identify what is your strength, what is your weakness, and accordingly we will prepare strategy. Every student has different strengths and weaknesses, so strategy should also be different. We cannot copy any other person. Fees I'll come to in a while. Don't worry, Shravan. I'll tell you the fees in a bit time. What and the offers for you. Just hold on. And what more, so that was a bit about the course. I will come back to the course again and explain you more. So now let's go back to what all you can do today in studies. First of all, go to the previous year question papers. If you go to the website of the UPSC, all the previous year question papers are uploaded there. Last 5 years, 10 years question papers. Read them. Just sit with them, read them for hours. Once you read them again and again and again, you will understand what kind of questions are asked, what is important and what is not important. Understanding what is not important is very important for the exam, because there is so much material, and if you start studying every material, you will never complete the syllabus. So you need to be smart. The syllabus is too much. If you pick up extra books than what is needed, then you will struggle. Then you will not be able to complete the syllabus. So we need to understand what is important, what is not. Next, please start with map and atlas today. Buy a map, paste it in your room. Buy a map of India, buy a map of the world, paste it in your room. See it daily for 10-15 minutes. Buy an atlas. While you're reading anything, book, newspaper, does not matter. Always sit with an atlas. For example, the same example I explained you earlier, the India-China border dispute. If you understood the maps of India and China very well, you would easily understand what is the border dispute, right? So this is how map is useful in all the subjects, not only in geography or history. And the third thing, don't neglect college studies. What I mean by this is, you do not have to be the topper of your college, but be sincere. Because I know a lot of my friends were asked in the UPSC interview that sir asked them very simple question, that since you were not sincere in your college, how can I expect you to be sincere in your job? Now you need to give an answer for this question. So that is why you should show sincerity in whatever you do. Don't think that okay, I'm IAS aspirant, so I'll never study for college. That is not a good attitude. You should work hard and be sincere. You do not need to be the topper. I'm not asking you to score very high marks, but just be sincere. So let's come to the IAS exam pattern. So the exam pattern is there are three stages: prelims, mains, and interview. If you clear all the three stages of the exam, you will be selected. Very simple. Fine. So I'll now discuss all of this, and I'll even share my interview experience. It was a very interesting experience. I'm sure you will love that experience. So just wait for that as well. First, let's discuss prelims and mains. So let's come to the prelims exam pattern. So there are two papers in the prelims exam, paper 1 and paper 2. Both of these papers are objective type. Objective means that there are four options A, B, C, D, and you have to select one option. Very simple. And both of these papers have negative marking. Now, what do I mean by negative marking? Negative marking means that if a question you have marked correct, you will get plus 2 marks, and if you have marked it incorrectly, you will get minus 0.67 marks. So you cannot do a lot of guesswork here. You need to be sure. If you take guesses, you will get minus marks. Okay, and so I'll now tell what are these two papers. Paper 1 is about general studies, and paper 2 is about CSAT. Okay, I'll come to that in a bit what it is. And the thing you need to note down is both papers are of 200 marks, but marks of only paper 1 are counted in your prelim selection, not paper 2. Paper 2 you just have to score 67 marks out of 200. If you have scored 67 or more, that's enough. It does not matter if you have scored 70, 150, 180, all of them are equal. You just have to score 67 and your exam is cleared. But your marks of prelims paper 1 will actually be counted in checking whether you have cleared the prelims exam or not. Now let's come to the prelims exam syllabus. Now first let's have a look at the paper 1. So paper 1 syllabus is history. It has modern history, ancient, medieval, all of them. Then you have economy, India's economy, world's economy. So things like what is GDP, why is India's GDP growth not higher, how to create more jobs, how to reduce unemployment, all these problems we will deal with here. Next, we will study India's constitution. Like in school days, you have studied that a bit, like fundamental rights, duties, all those things. But here we will see in much more detail. We'll understand how the parliament works, how various committees, commissions work. Okay. And after that, geography, of course, then environment, things like climate change, global warming, etc. Then art and culture, India's art and culture, current affairs, science and technology. Okay, I hope the prelim syllabus is very clear for you. Guys, I'll come to your questions in a bit. Please be patient and keep asking me questions. I'll answer that once I complete the syllabus of prelims and mains. Okay. What is the prelims paper 2, which is the CSAT paper I had told. So these has questions from mental ability, problem solving, logical reasoning, comprehension. So simple maths and mental ability problems which you have always solved in school days or you see online, all those questions will be asked here. So next come to the mains paper. So like prelims had 2 papers, mains has 9 papers. But out of these 9, 2 papers marks are not counted. You just have to clear them. You just have to score 25% marks. So these 2 papers are called language papers. So one of the language papers has to be English, and the other language paper you can take any. Like if you're comfortable in Hindi, you can take Hindi, Marathi, Telugu, Tamil, Gujarati, Bengali, all are fine. So you can take any of the language. So you just have to score 25% marks in these 2 papers. Their job is done. They are not counted anymore. Now we are left with 7 more papers. So now let's see what they are. So the first is the essay paper. Now this is of 250 marks. Then you will have 4 papers of general studies. Now, each paper here is also of 250. So total 4 papers, we have 1000 marks here. Now, then you have 2 papers of something called optional subject. So optional subject is a subject you have to choose when you sit for the exam. You can choose any subject. There is a long list of subject UPSC has provided. It is not necessary that you choose a subject in which you have done your degree. You can take any other subject. Like if you may be a mechanical engineer, but you can take geography, history, sociology, psychology, public administration, any subject. It does not matter. You just have to study well. Okay, so this is the optional subject. So there are 2 papers of optional subject, and each is of 250 marks. So total 500 marks. Now if you add these 7 papers, you will get total marks as 1750, 1750. So this is the total marks of mains. On the basis of these marks, it is decided whether you have cleared it or not. Very simple. Then we'll come to the main syllabus. We'll have a brief look at that. So first is the essay paper. Then you have a general studies paper 1. Here you are asked India's culture, history, geography. In paper 2, the focus will be on India's constitution, polity, and international relations. In paper 3, they will ask questions about science and technology, economy, biodiversity, all these things. Now we'll come to the most interesting paper. This is called General Studies Paper 4. This is called Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude paper. Now what does this mean? This paper is not going to check how much you have learned, memorized. No. That has already been checked in first 3 General Studies papers. The purpose of this paper is to see how sincere you are, how disciplined you are. Do you allow your personal relations to affect your professional relations or not? And how do they do that? They give you certain case studies. So they'll give you various examples like for example, you are a senior IAS officer and there is a road to be constructed in your area. So there are 2 people who have applied for the contract. One is doing it at a cheaper cost, the other is doing it at a higher cost. But the one who is doing it at a higher cost is your friend. So who do you choose, right? So do you allow your personal friendship to interfere in your job or you do not? So this is how these things are checked. They'll give you certain situations, they'll give you certain case studies, they'll see how you respond. So this is a very interesting paper. It checks your honesty and sincerity. And then of course you have 2 optional papers after this, which we have already talked about. Okay. Now I'll come to the interview. Now the interview is known as personality test. This is interview to check your personality. It is not for checking your knowledge or how much you have memorized. It is for checking your personality. It is of 275 marks and your mains marks and interview marks are added, and after that your final rank is released. So your total marks will become 2025. Now I'll tell you what is this detailed application form you see on the screen. Detailed application form is a form you need to fill before you enter the interview. They will ask all your basic details. Where did you study? What did you pass out in? What are your hobbies? How many marks did you score at various stages? So they'll not only check academics. Academics is one part. They will check your interests, your hobbies, and ask you questions out of them. I hope that is clear to you. Now I'll share my interview experience. Now I'll show you how this is a personality test. So let me tell you a bit about myself. So I'm a BTech graduate from IIT Roorkee in electrical engineering. When I entered the interview room, my interview was in a board of a very senior retired IPS officer. So when I entered the room, sir asked me to sit down. So I went there and sat down. So sir looked at me for some time and sir told me that, okay Karthik, please stand up and walk in the room for 5 minutes. I said okay, although I did not understand why I am being asked so, but I did that. Sir also told me, while you are walking in the room, please see everything there is in the room. I said okay sir, I'll try to observe. So after 5 minutes, sir again called me and said, Karthik, please come back and have a seat. I said, okay sir, fine, thank you. Now after sitting down, sir asks me. So now he's having a look at my detailed application form. So reading that, he asks me, okay Karthik, you're in electrical engineering from IIT Roorkee. Now tell me, I want to do the wiring of this room. And you have seen the room so many times, so tell me the length of how much wire will I require. Now this is a personality based question. This is a question you cannot prepare beforehand. You have to be present there when the interview is taking place. It is checking your understanding, how well you understand your subject, how good your personality is, how aware you are about what is going on in the interview. It is a very, very testing place. So you need to prepare your personality like that. You need to be able to answer such questions if you want to clear the exam. Okay, but we will work, if you come to the program, of course we'll work that, and we'll of course try to work on your personality as well. Okay, so yeah, now I'll be again describing my program. So before that, I'll try to answer your doubts, and then let's go on and try to know more about the program. Okay, so Harshita is asking me, sir, what about notes? I'll tell you a bit about notes when I discuss the program, Harshita. And then Saloni, what was your optional subject? My optional subject was electrical engineering, in which I passed out from college. Uh, Fees, Sarvana, I'm just coming in 2 minutes. Just be patient. Sir, how to prepare for current affairs? I'll explain that in a bit. And sir, can we appear in UPSC interview with Assamese language? You can appear in any language which the UPSC has allowed you for. Don't worry about that. And when we have to clear fill DAF form, that is after mains, not after prelims. That is something you have to fill after mains. Okay. So now I'll tell you a bit about the program. So as we had discussed earlier, this is the class pattern. So there will be 1 hour classes. There are 2 parts to the class, lectures and doubts. There will be tasks after every lecture for you, and I will provide you PDFs and other study resources. Fine. So I'll give you an example of few classes, how they will look like. As I had already shared class 2, which focuses on balancing college and UPSC together. Now let's have a look at class 9. So this class focuses on creating daily, weekly and monthly study targets. So we'll sit and make targets for you. I'll tell you various revision methods and revision strategies. We'll prepare a timetable, and we'll discuss how to manage time. I'll also share PDF files and resources about how I created my study targets and how I did my timetable. And I'll also create your targets for the upcoming month, which is your task as well. Now let's have a look at class 13. So this class focuses on answer writing. So you are only 6 weeks in the course and you have already started answer writing. So this is how fast we will learn. So we'll learn how to write answers, what are the different approaches to write answers, what are the various approaches of different toppers, how do they write, and how to use facts, flowcharts, diagrams, all those things in your answers. And of course, you will also be writing questions. We will discuss your questions. I will evaluate your performance. I'll evaluate your answers, and I'll also give you various PDFs about what to do in an answer, how to write an answer. I'll share examples of various toppers. It will be a lot of fun. We'll learn a lot. Okay. So, what all will you learn? So, there are 4 sections in the program. So, just have a look at what all you will learn. Number 1, we'll understand the mindset of UPSC and exam pattern. This is very, very important. This is the biggest mistake students make. If you neglect this portion, all of the rest is pretty much useless. First, we have to understand this. So, we'll understand the mindset of UPSC and the exam pattern. We'll balance college and IAS together. We'll learn from examples of various toppers. We'll develop an in-depth understanding of the syllabus. Then, of course, I'll identify your strengths. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Now, the important things. We'll finalize your book list and study sources. We'll fix which are the books and study sources you are going to study. I'll also teach you how to read newspaper in just 50 minutes. So if you take 3 to 4 hours in newspaper today, Don't worry, I'll teach you how to do that in 50 minutes and you will learn much more than you learn in 3 hours. So focus on this. Next, I'll tell you how to master the relevant NCRT books. Fine. Then, of course, we'll create daily, weekly, and monthly timetables. We'll conquer the art of note making. So, someone had asked me a question about note making a bit earlier. So, note making is something which is an art, which is a skill. It takes time to develop. You cannot create notes which are very big because then you cannot revise, and you cannot also create notes which are very small because then you won't cover anything. So, I'll teach you what is this art, how to manage things. So if tomorrow is your interview, you want your notes in such a manner that you can revise all the things in just one day. How to do that? Very, very important skill. And how to do answer writing practice daily. Now we will also demystify and solve modern India and freedom struggle. We will learn geography with map. We will also learn economy with NCRTs. We'll also study the annual budget which the government presents. We will learn our constitution. So all these things we'll do with NCRTs and also reference book. And we will also create your long-term strategy, which I told earlier. On a personal session, we will discuss your long-term strategy for the exam. Okay. These are the other benefits. You'll get exclusive doubt classes, you'll get personal attention, you'll get access to an exclusive WhatsApp group, you'll get course completion certificate, and you'll of course get a one personal exclusive call for long-term strategy with me. Now these are the batch details. The batches are starting on 6th of July. So today is 2nd of July and I'm almost finishing the admissions for the course now. Only few seats are left. So the batches is starting on 6th of July, which is the tentative date, and the classes will be on Monday and Thursday, and they will be on, the timings will be 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And also, as I told earlier, in case you miss a class, if something happens, do not worry. All the classes are recorded and will be provided. You will not miss anything. Okay, and the classes will be live on Monday and Thursday, and timings will be 6 to 7. And the course starts on 6th of July. Hope all this is clear to you. So now the special offers for you. Now the normal price for this course is 6,799. Okay, but only for the people who are attending the webinar today, the course price is 5,399 only. So you're getting a 1,400 discount only for the people who are attending the webinar who have registered for it, not for anyone else. So if you are interested in this, when you go to my website and try to buy the course, you have to use this discount code when you are buying. So the discount code, please note this down. Don't forget it. The code is START, START, START. Note this down. I'm repeating again. START, START. Note this down, and if you use this coupon, you will get 1,400 rupees discount, and you will get this course for only 5,399. But this offer is valid only till tonight. So tonight after midnight 12 a.m. this offer is not valid. After 12 a.m. tonight, you will not get this discount. You can still take admission, but then you have to pay 6,799. If you want this offer, pay till 12 a.m. tonight, not later than that. And there are limited seats only because I am starting the course in few days and almost all of the seats are full. So the sooner you buy, the better. One, you can get discount, and other, you can also get your seat. Another benefit which you have, now this benefit is only applicable after you have bought the course, not before that. So once you have bought this course, you can refer any person or any friend to buy the course. If the person also buys the course, then you will get 1,500 rupees extra for that. But this offer is valid only after you have bought the course, not before buying the course. So these are the two offers. One is the course START. Please note this down. And this offer is valid only till tonight 12 a.m. not after that. So please buy today only if you are serious about the course. And the referral you will get is 1,500 rupees per referral. These are the benefits. Now I'll tell you how to join the course and where you can see the details. So the course info, or if you want to buy the course, Please note this down. This is my website, iasinside.com. Again, I'm repeating, you can see on the screen as well. It is iasinside.com. iasinside.com/IMP. So IMP stands for IAS Masterclass Program. So this is the URL you need to go to, iasinside.com/IMP. Here you can go, here you can check out my website, here you can check out all the course details. It is given in much more detail there, what each class will cover, what you will get. Go to my website, have a look, and there is the option of buying. You can just pay online and buy the course and enroll in that. In case you have any doubts, this is my email ID. Note this down. My email ID is admin@iasinside.com. So the previous slide, which was this and this, please note all these things down. So my website is iasinside.com/IMP. This is where you'll find the course. And if you want to contact me, if you have any doubts about the course, you can email me at this email ID, admin@iasinside.com. Also, below the video which you are currently watching, I've shared the links to the program and few free study resources also, which you can see after you have completed the webinar. I hope all this is clear. Now I'll be taking your doubts. So I'll have a look at your doubts. So in case you want to ask anything from me about the course, about anything else, please feel free to ask, because now is the time I'll be taking all your questions. Okay guys? If you want any help from me, just let me know. So Sarvana, fees. So I have Sarvana, your fees is very much clear. I have told you the fees. Current affairs, Rahul, I've told you, like in the course I teach not only from the newspaper, I teach various magazines which are important, various channels which are important, how to make notes out of them. Interview language, you do not need to worry too much, Nilupal, that's fine. The translator will be there in that case. Optional, you can write in any subject, Ravi. That is your doubt. Sarvesh is asking, Hindi medium is good or not? All the mediums are good, but your quality of what you are writing should be same. Like, it does not matter which language you are writing. What matters is the content which you are writing. If the content is the same, you will get the same marks. Okay? And okay. And I didn't understand this question, sir. What about PWD? Are you referring to persons with disability students? Yes, Harshita, this course can also be availed for people who have disability. Do not worry. And Krishna Parthadev, sir, which service have you joined? I joined the service which I got through the civil services, not through IES. Okay. So guys, whatever you have asked till now, I've answered your questions. So if you have any more doubts, any more questions, please ask. I'll be answering your doubts now. The purpose of this webinar is to clear your doubts and answer your questions. And if you are interested in joining the course, please, all the details are on your screen. You can contact accordingly. Okay. So do this for me. And yeah, so I'm having a look at your questions now. So in case any of these questions you feel that has not been asked till now, please ask that, because the whole purpose of this is to clear your doubts. The seminar or webinar has been conducted for clearing your doubts only. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, so in case anyone is interested in joining the course or wants to know more about it, just let me know in the chat that you are interested, and you can email me as well. So in case you guys do not have any more doubts, I'll just wait for 2 minutes. In case you have any doubts, I'll answer them. In case it's not the case, I'll be ending my live stream. So please ask your doubts now about anything, about preparation, about the course, about all your questions. Just ask me the questions here and I'll answer your queries. Okay. Rahul is asking, sir, free class hai kya? No, Rahul. The current webinar which we are having, actually this was earlier charged for, but now it is free. So this is the free class actually which you are getting right now. Okay. What is your optional? My optional subject was electrical engineering. I'm an electrical engineer. Okay. So those who are interested in joining the course, just type I'm interested and we can discuss. Or any other questions, just let me know. I'll be waiting for 1 more minute for you guys. Sarvan, I cannot provide certificate for the webinar. I can provide that for course completion, not for this. Okay, is there any question? So I guess I'll be ending my webinar in maximum 1 minute from now. So if I see any questions till then, I'll answer them. If I don't see any questions, I'll be ending the webinar now. I'm just waiting for the final 30 seconds or 1 minute. So just let me know. Okay, guys, I feel that I've answered all of your doubts. So, in case you still want to ask me anything later, you can email me. Okay. So, I guess that is the end. So, I'm ending my live stream. Thank you guys for joining me. Thanks a lot.